How network works. Usually we use application in computer like WhatsApp, IG to communicate with each other. For example, A types in hello and send it to B. After several conversation, B types in bye and sends it back to A. Like this, such as this. A type in hello and send it to B. Sends it to B, and after several conversation, B types in bye and sends it back to A. And this is the application. Wait. And this is the application layer of the TCP/IP network model. The application layer collects the data from user and passes it to the transport layer. The transport layer performs its function to ensure the function is transmitted reliably or at high speed to the target endpoint. Usually it's computer. The transport layer adds its own header to the in front of the data. This action which is called encapsulation, and then passes the data to the next layer, the internet layers. The internet layer also adds its own header in front of the data, like this. Application layer adds its own header in front of the data, and then encapsulation. This is encapsulation, and then internet layer also adds its own header in front of the data, and encapsulation again. From the sending computer to the target's computer, there is a long distance, such as from Hong Kong to Miami. There is a long distance. Because there is a long distance, so it requires the information to transmitted through a series of router as in intermediate stations. This is router, and there is not only one router. There is series of router, such as hundreds of router, even thousands of routers. The router acting as an intermediate station decide what path to take, just like this. A router. This is a router, and this is a router. This is router, and this is the endpoint. This is the target endpoint, and the router decide acting as an intermediate station decide which path to take, like this. In this situation, the router can forward the data like through this path or this path, or displayed. It is decided, and this is determined by the routers, and how a router decide which page to forward the data is it based on the header information. Based on the headers information, this the header information of the internet layer. Finally, the data pass into the network access layer. This is a network access layer, which convert the data into the computer readable form of 1010 in binary. This is binary. 1010 of binary. The 1010 in binary then propagate between network using physical layer, using physical media such as atmosphere radio waves or optical fiber. Once the data reach the target's computer, it is progressively unpacked layer by layer, like this. Decapsulation to remove the header layer by layer, and eventually the data reaches the application layer of the target's computer, when it is restored to the original input data entered by the user of the sending computers, such as that hello entered by A. Thank you very much. That's all of my tutorial.